he like teaches us the gospel like something so in depth I think like one time I can't remember. It's been a while because I can't really remember, but he teaches the gospel and he gives the message tapes, and that's mostly the time when I'm in there, and then we're in the message tapes, and he tells us everything that the Lord wants us to hear, and the gospel of Lord Jesus Christ, and the Lord tells him different stuff about the scriptures, and he breaks it down to us and stuff like that.
Okay. So when he tells you stuff the Lord wants you to hear, like what kind of stuff does he tell you?
That you have to pick up your cross daily and follow the Lord, and you can't just, say you're saved, whatever, and then when you're doing all this other stuff, like sinning and stuff, and you're not saved or whatever, you have to lay down your life and pick up the cross and follow the Lord daily, and, it's just like a narrow walk with the Lord, and you can't do what you want to do. You have to let the Lord live inside you and do his works in and through you. He teaches us a lot.
Those are the types of things he teaches you?
Yeah.
Okay. When you're in his office, who all's in there?
The people that work in there, because he's legally blind, and so he needs, people around to see, like he can't really read that well, unless he has it really magnified, and so there's other people in there, other sisters in there to read stuff to him. Yes.
Okay. So there's other sisters in there to read stuff and help them. Okay. What other things do people or the sisters have to do for him?
That's mainly it. Except for sometimes they have to drive for him because he can't see, and his wife doesn't drive as far as I know, and so have to drive for him sometimes.
Okay. Is there ever time where you get to spend with the pastor alone, or talks that you've had with the pastor where it's just you and him?
No.
No.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Okay. Is there anything else about the way he teaches you to live your life every day that you haven't talked about?
Probably not. That's basically it.
That's basically it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you told me earlier that you live with how many girls? Women? You named off quite a few. It seemed like there was 7 or 8. Is that?
Yes, right now, yeah. I did.
You did? Okay. Did you feel safe there?
Oh yes, very safe.
Very safe?
Mm-hmm.
Was there anybody that you were afraid of?
Oh no.
No?
Mm-mm.
Did anybody ever make you do anything you didn't want to do?
Mm-mm.
No. Okay. You said you weren't afraid of anybody. What about anybody? I know you lived with girls and women. What about anybody? Any other males? Were you afraid of any of them?
No, because I'm not around them. I don't pay attention to them. They don't pay attention to me.
Because you're not around them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If you had to be around them, were there any that you were?
I wouldn't be afraid of them. They'd
just be afraid of them.
If I was brought up that way, then I'd just be like, okay, whatever.
Okay. All right. Do you know the places on your body that no one's supposed to touch or look at?
Mm-hmm.
What are those places?
Up here and down there.
Up here and down there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I've got some drawings that help me when I talk to teenagers about this kind of thing. And just to clarify that I know exactly what you're talking about when you say up here and down there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to get the drawings out. There's one of a boy and one of a girl. Okay, because I talk to boys and girls. I'm going to get the girl out first. If you just want to get a marker, and put an X on the places that no one's supposed to touch or look at. There. Right here. Okay. There's one more place on the girl. Oh. Okay. And what do you call this place right here?
Breast.
Breasts.
Mm-hmm.
And what do you call this place?
I don't know.
Do you have a name for it? Just any name you want to use today.
I mean, I really sheltered from the world, so I don't really like know all the stuff. I just know it's your private part.
Private part? Okay. And this side?
That's your rear end.
Rear end? Okay. Everybody calls these places different things, so I just kind of want to know what you call it, just to make sure, you know, we're talking about the same things. Oh, you're right, those are the places on the girl that no one's supposed to touch or look at, if you don't want them to. Has anyone ever touched your breast?
No.
Has anyone ever touched your private part?
Mm-mm.
Has anyone ever touched your rear end? Okay. Has anyone ever asked if they could touch
No.
your breast
Mm-mm.
or private part or rear end?
Mm-mm. Nope.
Okay. Has anyone ever asked if they could see
No.
your breast,
Mm-mm.
your private part, your rear end?
No.
Okay. Do you know what to do if something like that happens?
Yeah.
What do you do?
Punch them.
Punch them?
Mhm.
Okay. And you tell somebody, okay? It's important that you tell somebody that you trust, okay? Tell a grown-up, all right?
In the first place, no one in our church would dare do something like that anyways.
Okay.
Okay.
But if something like that were to happen, you know what to do,
Mm-hmm.
okay? Do you know of any girl that that's happened to?
No.
No?
Mm-mm.
Okay. I'm going to get out the boys on me, and you can do the same thing. Do you know the places on the boy that no one's supposed to touch or look at? Do you want to put X? Okay. What do you call this place right here?
Private part.
Private part? And this place right here, you X'd? Ruin. Okay. Have you ever seen a boy or a man's private part?
No.
No. Have you ever seen a boy or a man's rear end?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Has a boy or a man ever asked you to touch their private part?
No.
Okay. Has a boy or man ever asked you to look at their private part?
No.
Okay. Has a boy or man ever asked you to touch their rear end?
No.
Or look at their rear end?
Mm-mm.
Okay. And you know, so something like that happens.
Tell someone.
Tell someone the same thing. That's right. Okay. So just tell a grown-up that you trust.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you know, I showed you these pictures of these kids, and they didn't have any clothes on. Have you ever seen pictures of kids without clothes on?
No, unless I'm out tracking, whatever, and then if I see something, and of course, I turn my head away, whatever.
If you're out tracking,
Like go out witnessing, like in different places, because out there we're not sheltered, whatever. They have a bunch of weird pictures up and signs and stuff like that. So we would just,
Okay. So they have signs up and stuff. Okay. But have you ever seen pictures of kids without clothes on anywhere else?
No.
Okay. Have you ever seen pictures of adults without clothes on?
Mm-mm.
Okay. All right. What about like movies, or magazines, or anything like that?
Mm-mm. You don't watch movies.
You don't watch movies like that?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Do y'all watch movies?
Yeah, fighting movies, the old Western movies that are clean.
The old Western movies?